I recently stumbled across Hero Siege as I was thumbing through my Steam backlog. I don't know why the game didn't catch my attention sooner. Bright, beautiful pixel art graphics and a Diablo-styled gameplay loop set me up for hours of entertainment. I'm Joe, and this is the Coffee and Adventure review of Hero Siege. Released in 2014, Hero Siege has been around the block, though I didn't know it. The game almost feels like a twin-stick shooter. You move with the WASD and aim directionally with your mouse. Any abilities you use are directional as well. It's easy to get the hang of the movement, and once you do, you'll be mowing down dozens of evil denizens at a time. The gameplay feels really satisfying. It feels great to run into a horde of foes and melt them in a matter of seconds. There's something cathartic and addictive about seeing them all fall away as numbers rise for damage and experience I've gained. The loot treadmill doesn't feel as severe as, say, Destiny or Diablo. Every few levels I check my inventory and swap a few things out here and there, and in terms of your levels, you'll be getting them pretty quick. The game's built to throw a ton of enemies at you. It feels like every few minutes I'd look down and see 2 or 3 unspent talent points. Oh man, and the playability options on Hero Siege are great. Out of the gate, there are a half dozen playable classes with a total of 18 you can buy, including DLC. The game's only $7, and I was able to get all the DLC for another $15, making the package well worth the price of entry. I only have a couple of small gripes with the game. Picking up loot is kind of a pain, as you can't focus on a certain piece if there's a stack of loot there. It also drives me crazy that they randomly recreate the world and repopulate it with enemies every time you die. It can be particularly frustrating if you're trying to focus on beating a boss. The game can also get pretty formulaic across its 7 or so acts. I love Hero Siege's pixel art visuals. The sheer number of assets in the game is kind of staggering, and they're all well drawn. There are some world tiles that are hard to see, and that can interrupt the flow of movement. The variety of locations and creatures is fantastic, though. I'm really glad I stumbled across Hero Siege. With an enjoyable gameplay loop and a ton of classes with plenty of skills to experience, this is one I know I'll be going back to several times. I mean, I took the time to kill over 25,000 monsters in my first playthrough, and I still want to go back for more. I'm sure you will too. Coffee and Adventure gives Hero Siege a 4 out of 5. If we've earned it, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment to let us know what you think of Hero Siege. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for more of our content.